crude oil is a concern, and crude oil, albeit now hovering around $90 a barrel, had almost reached $96 a barrel. And that is very concerning. It's concerning because it's not just rising input cost, it's essentially everything. It's inflation. It's the need of the hour for any person who drives a motor vehicle out there. But that concern seemed to have, it's still there. It's a bit unabated at the moment. It could happen, but volatility in the crude prices and it's not good. Volatility is not good, not for manufacturers, not for consumers. That volatility perhaps could go down, and that's the expectation.
Right, and also with the fact that there is that looming threat of production cuts by OPEC and Russia, which have not gone away. Those threats continue to remain. We're talking about possible production cuts of nearly 4 million barrels per day. If that were to happen, you are still looking at that spectrum of crude going above $100 per barrel. When that happens, clearly, that will send shockwaves. We haven't seen crude at $100 a barrel in a very, very long time.
Very long time.
So that threat, Shweta, to me still remains. From whatever I've been reading from reports across the world, those threats haven't gone away. So the crude prices' volatility is simply because they have this dark cloud of a possible, huge production cuts. Bear in mind, already there is a 1.3 million barrels per day production cut that is ongoing already. And then there is the other situation where India has to procure all of its oil from Russia, and then you've seen the oil procurement from Saudi Arabia go down by over 35%. So in this situation, volatility is going to remain because there are too many variables at play at this point in time.
All right, and that is of course going to have a larger impact. Srinath, although there are expectations that with these new production cuts, there's going to be some stability. Oil prices will stabilize, albeit on a higher end, maybe around $95 to $100 a barrel. Not going to look good for anybody, but that is what oil producing countries are hoping, that there will be price stability. Do you see that sort of stability kicking in? Is the volatility expected to continue? Will there be a $100 barrel mark anytime soon? If yes, what's the impact on India?
See, at the moment, with every dollar increase of per barrel, I think we're going to have inflationary pressures, that's for sure. And I think we were jumping with glee too much by celebrating lower end of the barrel pricing. I think the reality is these are all geopolitical tactics. The OPEC nations are actually, in a sense, flexing their muscle by pricing, right? Because the only other source that other countries will go to is Russia. Europe has been buying Russian oil through countries like India. It kind of greenwashes away their sins by sanctioning Russia. But the reality is you have only two sources. And I don't think OPEC might do optically, but I think they're going to see this challenge of slightly increased pricing. I don't see any other way out for them.